Hey guys, and welcome back to a new episode of Failing with Andy. This week I've got good news and I've got bad news. The bad news is I don't feel good. The good news is
I got a kitty.
Let's get cooking. This week we're making ribs. Now I know what you're thinking.
You can't make good ribs without a smoker.
But I promise you, if you follow this recipe, you'll be amazed at the results.
Step 1 is to get 4 pieces of aluminum foil about 2 inches longer than your ribs on either side. Now take 2 of your 4 pieces of aluminum foil and place them shiny side down on your table. Next, you're going to want to put your ribs on those 2 pieces of aluminum foil meaty side down. This white stuff on top is a really tough membrane that you're going to want to peel off. It's a bit of a pain to do, but it's well worth it in the end.
That was surprisingly easy.
Now that our ribs are demembraned, we're going to want to put them aside while we get our spice blend going.
Now is also a good time to preheat your oven to 300 degrees. Now there are a lot of ways you could go when making a dry rub for your ribs, but I personally recommend having something sweet, something salty, something spicy, and something savory. For our sweet,
Light brown sugar, dark brown sugar, synonym.
for our salty,
Salt, Creole,
for our spicy,
cayenne, paprika,
for our savory.
garlic, and pepper.
Yeah, that joke's not getting old. A great way to stop your sugar from clumping up on you is to put a little piece of bread in there. That'll absorb the moisture and stop it from getting hard. I didn't do that. Now that we have our spice mix ready, we're gonna liberally coat both sides of our ribs.
What about the barbecue sauce?
We'll get to that later.
Now that the ribs have a nice dry rub on them, we have to wrap them in aluminum foil in a very specific way. Take your other 2 pieces of aluminum foil and lay them flat on top, shiny side facing out. Now you want to press the aluminum foil down to the ribs and roll up the sides like this. Start with the sides. Then do either end.
Now that you've got it rolled up nice and tight, make sure to put it on a cookie tray, meat side down. That's very important, meat side down. Wait 3 hours.
While you're waiting,
Play with your kitty.
watch TV.
Have a drink.
Watch your kitty drink water.
Admire your new blender. Have a drink. Do the dishes. Edit the first half of this video. Have a drink. Wait 3 hours. Alright, so 3 hours is up. We're going to take the ribs out of the oven and drain all the liquid into a small saucepan. Now, turn the oven to broil. Now this is where the real magic happens. You're going to take all the juice from the rib pouch. Unroll this, pop it open. It's going to be hot, and pour the juice out into your saucepan. Add some barbecue sauce. If you like a little spicier, add some hot sauce. Let it reduce by half. Now we're going to take the ribs out of the aluminum foil and cut them into fourths. Put a fresh piece of aluminum foil on your cookie tray and move the pieces over. Now that your sauce is reduced by about half, use a brush to brush the sauce onto the ribs. If you don't have a brush, I don't know, use something else. Once your oven is up to temperature, all you have to do is put your ribs in the oven, leave them for 10 minutes, pull them out, flip them, sauce the other side, put them back in for another 10. It's just that easy.
Mother of God.
Well, there you have it, guys. The best homemade ribs you will ever have. Pull off the bone. Oh my God. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Seriously, make these ribs.